Beware, you're in for a scare. From the pages of R.L. Stein's best-selling books comes a brand new series of Goosebumps videos. Videos that will creep you out, freak you out, or simply make you laugh your head off.
Hello, Goosebumps fans. Still doing this one, yes is now on number 2 of Stay Out of the Basement. This one's going to be different. I mean, I guess I could just make it so that James is still alive in this one. But considering we need a boy and a girl, which of course the first one we need a boy and girl too, but it's like, oh yeah, well, oops. I guess I will do the nice thing and just be like, the 92 baby is born and is a girl. There we go. We don't know exactly what happened to her or the baby. It's just the fact that it was a miscarriage. So we can play with this. Alright, so if I remember correctly, this is about a scientist who was doing some messed up experiments, and eventually the experiment made his blood and plants fuse together and make a plant beast freak. And that's basically it. And he's just keeping that a secret, and apparently a plant beast freak took over daddy. And well, okay, so would this happen? Well, I'll have to bend this because, again, my dad was an accountant. He really did want to become a engineer and a civil engineer, but the business was too damn good to the point where he's an auditor, he's an accountant, he does counseling, that type of thing. But sure, we can mix it. Stupid wind. But anyways, we can mix it. So, all right. He's a scientist. Break it. Sure, he's a scientist. This changes things. It's like, yeah, he's a scientist, but would my dad be that stupid of being a scientist? It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he would be. You know, he's full of himself, and he's always right. He's always right. You can't correct him. You can't correct his science. He is always right. So chances are that would lead him to definitely the downfall of his plant beast freak clone taking over. And because my dad is completely strict and messed up, no offense, that means that chances are the plant freak beast clone can actually take my dad's place, and we don't know anything. Yeah, and considering I don't know anything about 92 baby, but let's call her Jasmine. So yeah, we got Jasmine, we got me. So Jasmine, she might know a bit about my dad. Like, of course she does. It's like, let's see, like, what? I'm supposed to be like 12 years old in this? It's like, okay, 12 years old, my dad's still there. My dad didn't have this issue that happened when I was 2 and blah, blah, blah. So then, yeah, that can work. And then that means Jasmine's just 2 years younger than me. So that means that she'll be 11. Or she'll be 10 years old and I'll be 12. I don't know. It's like, me don't know. But we're just going by some rough estimate, shall we? So this rough estimate just makes it a point of where it's like, we do listen to what our dad said. He's extremely intimidating. We will never go down into the basement. We will never get in the basement at all. He's giving us green stuff. Most likely we're going to have to eat it because that's our daddy. That's our freaking dad. You can't. Well, actually, number one, my dad don't freaking cook like that. What the fuck? That's the weirdest thing. It's like, wait, hold on. My dad can only make pancakes and spaghetti, and the spaghetti is lackluster. How the frick he's able to make this freaking plant dish? But sadly, considering we don't want to make him angry and we don't want to make him sad or upset, we will have to eat it. So most likely we're going to get freaking doomed anyways. But by some crazy case, which of course I did at 9 years old, be a jerk ass and spit up the stuff that I didn't actually have more fill, because you have to eat everything on your plate. You can't actually refuse eating anything on your plate. So that means that, yeah, even when it's too much, I can't actually refuse and I still have to eat it even if I'm full. So I think we might actually do something where we would actually convince him to leave and we just scrape the food into the trash can. Considering plant-based free copy would not even look, because my dad won't cook things like that. It's my mom that cooks. So would he actually take over my mom as well and make a bride for himself? That's possible, but I'm pretty sure my mom won't take snuff anyways. And she don't like to eat anything, she won't eat it. So I'm pretty sure she wouldn't actually become a plant freak beast copy or taken either. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, she'll be fine. Yeah, and with our mom around, well, eventually it will be the mom. My mom that actually will break down the freaking basement and we find our daddy. And it's like, okay, now it's two of them. It's like, which one is it? And my mom will have good ideas of how to choose which one's which. Because my mom knows. I think that's the real thing that breaks this book. Now, if we move my mom out of the equation because, well, she is a business person. She is business and she did take trips as well, then that's where it's like, yeah, okay, then that's where this whole book crumbles, is the fact of the mom definitely will know who's the freaking husband, who's the real one. But the kids, however, they didn't spend a lot of time with them, just like, I wouldn't really know how to choose which one's my dad. Now let's actually talk about like some memories I have, like for instance, Minority Report, or I guess that would be cheating because I was 16 when I would say how disgusted I was in Land of, I forgot what it was, the Land of the Dead, I think that was it. Or what happened when I watched Salem's Lot, or what happened when we actually went to see Gladiators. Like, you would kind of be like things like that. And I guess technically it'll be a little bit cheating, or why the reason did we stay in Jurassic Park 3 to get a second viewing of Jurassic Park at that night? It's like stuff like that where it's like, yeah, you have to think of some interesting details to make him say, oh, yeah, we got him. We know which one it is. We got him. So I'm pretty sure we might be able to. It's like, I think the thing is that we would basically, because it's two of them, it's like, we'll basically do the thing where it's like, we know how our dad acts. If we say something that he made is horrible and we hate it, and it's like we spit it up and threw it in the trash and we threw it in the toilet, my real dad, well, technically, the one that's a plant beast freak, would actually be like, what the hell? Hey! While dad's like, what plant thing that we cooked? It's like, yeah, because our dad doesn't cook anything besides spaghetti and pancakes. So for you to give us this plant meal dish, and that's a good question with the second book, is like, wait, did the dad actually cook too? I guess technically dad does actually have to cook considering the mom left or something. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure that there's two ways to this story, how it goes. Two ways. One, we're forced to eat it because our dad is intimidating. Even if it's a plant-based freak copy, there might be a chance that we actually would eat it and game over. B would just be the fact of we know too much of our dad, and we're to the point of where it's like, yeah, and we could even be the point of where we're going to push on him, being like, yep, so if it's really our dad, let's see exactly if he punishes us the way that our dad punish us. Not punch us, but punish us. That's the way to actually figure out who's the plant beast freak copy and who's the real one. And it's like, we know exactly how our dad is. He has hard feelings. He will get mad and he will freaking do something, and we don't want him to be mad. We don't want him to be upset, because if we do, we're going to really regret what we just did. So if the plant-based freak copy is exactly like our dad too, well then, of course, I think the thing is that, again, our dad does not cook that type of freaking food. So it's like, know thy father is really the thing, is know thy dad. He doesn't cook. Our mom most likely left stuff in the freezer for us to microwave. We're gonna eat Eggos for breakfast, or maybe even Pop-Tarts. We're not gonna eat your freaking food. You don't cook, you dumb jerk ass. You don't freaking cook. Now, if you decide to actually take, well, again, it's breakfast. He would do pancakes. I think that was breakfast when he was like, here's this plant food, especially going by the episode. So, you lose, dude. It's like, you lose. You don't know the person. Now, if he actually got smart and figure out some other way to do things, like for instance, he'll take our mom's food and place it with the plant stuff, then we're screwed. Now we're screwed. But it depends on how smart this idiot is. It's like, it depends on how smart he is. So in the end, I think this is 50-50 where it's like, yeah, we might be screwed. Yeah, not unless Jasmine actually has something up her sleeve where Jasmine might be the one who cooks. And in that case, then Jasmine's like, get the fuck off my freaking way. Even though she doesn't talk like, she wouldn't talk like her dad like that, but she would basically just tell her dad, like, respect me. Mom told us when she's away, I cook, so I cook. And it's like, damn, Jasmine, damn. And it's like, yeah, so a plant-based freak over here. It's like, yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do because he just got told by a freaking 10 to 11-year-old. He got told by her. He got told. So I was like, yeah, technically, if he doesn't say anything when she did, it's like, I guess our dad would get a little bit like same as plant-based freak over here, but I'm pretty sure the plant-based freak would actually do something more than what our dad does, because pretty sure we have many interactions of her cooking beforehand, and I'm pretty sure our dad doesn't really do anything like that. So in the end, the plant dude just played himself. You don't supposed to be cooking, dude. And if he is doing anything with the food, I would say that, well, again, that would be suspicious. Like, why you're adding stuff to the food? What the frick? It's like, yeah. So in the end, the plant-based freak might actually lose this, but it depends on how cunning and smart he is that he might win. But there's a huge chance that he might fail, and we know who's the real daddy here. And as for the whole flower things, and we go out in the flowers like, I'm your daddy, I'm daddy, I'm daddy. It's like, shut the fuck up. That's all I gotta do is just say, shut the fuck up. Now, if any of the plants actually are like, oh, you watch your tone, boy, oh, you watch it. Now, if they retort back at me, then it's like, oh, crap. Our dad turned into a flower, but I'm pretty sure chances are, in the end, that's our dad in the basement. We figured out who it is. Everyone else is just a freaking joker trying to pose as him. But guess what? You kind of fucking suck. Anyways, have a scary day, have a scary night.